So welcome. Today we're going to unbox a Nintendo Switch. You've probably heard a lot about these. If you can get one, I think they're finally coming to the point where you can actually buy them in stores and things. This is the one with the blue and red Joy-Cons, if you will. And we're going to take a look and see what's in the box. So, I mean, first off, the box is kind of cool. You get these little spiffy, I don't know if I can, yeah. You get these little spiffy things on the end here. It's like little pictures and stuff, it's real fun. And a whole bunch of warning information telling you how to not kill yourself with the Switch, which is helpful. And that's about it. And you get this cool picture that shows you how to hook up your controller in this crazy little guy. So yeah, let's take a look. So we're gonna, oh god! Box is, there it is, there it is, we've got it, it's fine. Oh no. This is the top of the box. I kill myself sometimes. So we're gonna open this up, and immediately you get your controllers here and the actual Switch itself. So we can pull that out. It's a nice weight to it. I'd say if you're even slightly familiar with first gen Kindle Fire, that's about what we're talking about in terms of weight. It's slightly smaller than a Kindle Fire, but that's about what you're at. So there's the device. Let's get the rest of this out. Little controllers. In this case, one violently red-ish salmon. Salmon? Yeah, it's probably salmon. And one more like a teal. So these are two little guys. And box. In here you have an HDMI cord for the dock, I assume. And then we've got our actual power brick, also for the device itself. Looks like we're using, actually, USB Type-C, so that's convenient. So yeah, the big brick is 2.6 amps output, so you can probably charge this off of most smartphone USB Type-C bricks. No idea, haven't tried that, but we'll see. We have ourselves a little, looks like a wrist strap? That appears to be a wrist strap of some sort. No, wait, that's the, some sort of side bumper thing. Not sure. I'll have to look that up. And then, here's the actual controller itself that you slip these guys into. It's actually really nice, and if I hold this, not too bad. I have pretty big hands, so I think that should be okay. If you have massive monkey paw hands, might be a little tight, to be honest. I think there's also a Pro controller that you can buy that's maybe a little bigger than this, but yeah, that should be okay though. So I'll have to put those bad boys in there here in a second. Show it off. And of course we have the health and safety information, which you will not probably ever read and throw out immediately. So we'll set that up to the side. And then in the bottom we actually have the dock itself in double wrapped. There it is. Boom. Dock. So the dock pretty much is a dock. I mean, on the back here we have sort of this nice little cable management panel that sort of pops down like that. And you have a USB port, the AC adapter, which is the Type-C connector there, and then HDMI out. And on the outside you get two more USB ports over here, and then the Switch just fits sort of down in here. So we'll get, and then another one of these little doodads for your controller. I believe these are for when you want to play like two-player with these little controllers. So like you have your little controller, you pop this bad boy on like so. In fact, I could demonstrate that real quick actually. So we have our little doodad here, and you oops, slidey slide, and you have your little controller with some buttons. Isn't that spiffy? And they're also marked, so you can see that we have the minus and minus, and this one over here is plus. Actually, they're interchangeable. So plus, plus, minus, minus. So these will fit on either. You have a little wrist strap in case you throw it across the room. And then to get it off, you just pull on the little tab and slide it back up. Comes off. So that's about it for what's in the box. As far as this goes, it looks like this dock, entirely plastic, but it's pretty, it looks like it's made of pretty good plastic, and it looks like it's going to hold up pretty nicely. I mean, what are you really doing? You're just putting the device in it, right? So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Here's the two controllers. That one's really bright. That one's like blinding me. But I think this is a much better sort of design than just the plain black. The plain black's cool and all, but I think this adds a little color to it. So here's the device itself. You have volume buttons up here and a power button. Your game console goes right underneath this little flap here. Headphone jack. This is the vent on the top there. And yeah, so bottom we have obviously charger and the docking points, and then the controllers on either side. So that's about it, other than the little kickstand, which can come out and sort of sit up like that. Admittedly, this kickstand is not what I would call super durable. You wouldn't really want to push on it very hard. It's not terribly good. And the kickstand also hides the micro SD port, which is underneath the kickstand, which is kind of a cool place for it if you think about it. They kind of thought of that. Which, you know, contrary to popular belief, looks like Nintendo actually thought about things this time. So that's helpful, because some of the previous things, not so much. So these just slide on like that, and they click into place, nice and easily. And honestly, this feels pretty good. Feels nice in hand. The controllers, like, they stay in place really nice. And overall, like, the hand feels pretty good even with just this. These bumpers down here, I feel like you might accidentally press them a lot on like the table when you set it down and stuff, but that remains to be seen. There's a little bit of plastic here underneath, but honestly, like, this is probably gonna get clicked a few times, which probably won't be the end of the world, but definitely something to think about. So if we slide these off just by depressing this little button under here and pushing up, they slide off. We have our device here. I'm gonna go ahead and slip these in here right quick before we sort of conclude, and I can talk about it a little bit. These slide into here like that, click into place. That looks pretty sweet, right? Nice little controller. Honestly, this probably feels a lot better in hand than I thought it would. Your fingers, at least my thumbs, fall pretty great, like right here on the buttons. These are well within reach. I think if I was on this joystick, I'd probably have to kind of articulate it with my thumb, or my thumb joint, because this seems like it might give me a hand cramp. But it's not bad for saying like how small this appears to be, and this seems really durable. So I think that's gonna be pretty okay for most normal-sized humans. And I mean, that's about it for the unboxing part. I just kind of wanted to go through everything.
So that pretty much wraps it up for the Nintendo Switch unboxing. Unfortunately, my camera just decided to cut out right there for no real apparent reason. That's pretty much what I had to say about the Switch, though. I mean, honestly, like, most of the components feel really well built, and it seems to fit together really well. And I can answer some more questions if anybody has any questions in the comment section below. Otherwise, the only thing that really fell off of this video was putting it on the dock, but basically it just sets into the dock. It actually works really well as far as just dropping it in there. And everything feels pretty good in hand. Everything feels well built. Now, I will say that it probably doesn't feel as high quality as maybe some other devices out there on the market, but honestly, like, everything feels well put together. So I feel like they did very well with the amount of money that they had to spend on the device, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much all I had to say about it. If you want to hear more about it, just let me know, comment section below, and I think we'll probably post a review to the channel at some point talking about sort of the ins and outs of how things work and everything like that. So far, I have nothing but good things to say about the Switch, so stay tuned to this channel for more information, and I'll talk to you all again soon.